Toronto's money-grubbing landlords and their cheating, scamming tenants. If you've been following mainstream media over the last while, that headline would not shock you and would fit pretty well in with the narrative that they're pushing. All we get is a constant barrage of articles and commentaries about those fat cat greedy landlords throwing poor helpless tenants out on the street only caring about their money. And on the flip side, well, there's enough articles about those greedy, scammy, cheating tenants doing everything they can to find loopholes so that they don't have to pay what they owe. According to the media, the battle between tenant and landlord is fierce. It's like a war. It's David versus Goliath, good versus evil. But is that really what's going on out there? The truth is that the landlord-tenant relationship is not a game or a battle of two sides fighting against each other. It's actually a symbiotic relationship. They need each other. Most tenants, they just want some respect, a good, safe place to live, and some affordability. Because if they don't get those things, they can't pay rent. And if they can't pay rent, then landlords can't afford their investment properties. And landlords, they also just want some respect and to hopefully be able to cover their expenses. Because if they don't, then they can't afford to hold on to these rental properties. And then they sell them. And then there's less rental inventory and rents go up. And the cycle continues. We have to stop vilifying each other. Tenants are mostly good people just trying to provide for their family. They're not all out there trying to take advantage of loopholes and scam the landlord out of their rent. And landlords, they're good people too, and they're just trying to provide for their family. They're not all out there trying to gouge and take advantage of their tenants all in the name of profit. So what we need to do is stop talking about all these negative attributes of landlords and tenants, stop pitting them against each other, and start getting them talking. We don't need more threats and demands, more broad stroke laws, more useless one-sided tribunals, more loopholes and scams. What we need is real solutions. And that can only come when we realize that it's a relationship. And relationships need both sides to be able to communicate with each other. Do I have a solution that'll make everybody happy? No. This is not a win-win situation here. Rents are always going to feel too high for tenants who are just trying to make ends meet. And rents are always going to seem too low for investors who are just trying to cover their costs. But unless both sides start working together, this problem is just going to escalate, and the rift between tenants and landlords is just going to grow bigger and bigger. And with the cost of living going up for both sides, the end result is only going to be that landlords will no longer be able to afford their rental units, they'll liquidate their properties, there'll be less rental options out there for tenants, and, well, supply and demand dictates that rents are going to go up and tenant affordability will go down. And no matter what side you're on, that is a lose-lose situation. So that's my take on the landlord-tenant situation across the GTA. My name's Shani Kernerman from Realtron, and remember, you always have a friend in real estate.